And after climbing a high mountain, Jesus was transfigured before his disciples. This scenario we see being played out on this, the second Sunday of Lent. We can summarize it as glorification after struggling. Or is it better to say glorification before an ever greater struggle? We can surely say that over the past weeks, if not months, we too have climbed a high mountain. Surely we struggled because the economic situation affected our very basic needs and our right to life. As a true shepherd and high priest, the Lord remained at our side, as he did that day with his disciples. Jesus did not just send his disciples up the high mountain. No, he was there with them, going through the same hardship. The disciples must have thought, if we only reach the top of the mountain, then things will be better. And so it was for us. We too reasoned this way. If we only reach the presidential elections, then after that all will be better. And see how good it was for the disciples, till the extent that Peter said to Jesus, "It is well that we are here. If you wish, I will set up 3 tents. It was a transfigured Jesus, with his face shining gloriously and brilliantly as the sun, together with the presence of Moses and Elijah, that inspired Peter to settle down where they were. Having reached this Sunday morning, the day of the resurrection of the Lord, how inspiring was today's sunrise for you? How grateful were you for the gift of a new day in your life? Did you hear the birds? Did you see the flowering of some trees? Did you notice the first rains coming? Oh, inspiring if noticed well. A temptation to stay with it. But then let us also recall what the Lord said to Abraham. Go from your country to the land I will show you. No rest, no time to root, but moving on. And Abraham listened and went as the Lord had told him. Having reached the top of the mountain, there is again a voice, now saying, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Listen to him." And the beloved Son tells his disciples, "Rise and have no fear." If for us the top of the mountain was the presidential election, then we too are to listen obediently to the voice of the beloved Son. Rise and have no fear. The presence of Moses and Elijah is often explained as pointing to Jesus as the fulfillment of the law and the last of the prophets. But even more than that, it is also interpreted as an encouragement to Jesus to persevere in his journey to Jerusalem, to be crucified, to die and to resurrect. Likewise, the transfiguration, Jesus in his glory, is an encouragement for the disciples to move on and trust in the words of Jesus, especially when the journey will be very, very, very tough. Our Lord Jesus Christ has never promised us that the journey will be light, but he promised us that he will stay with us till the end, which will be the glorious end for each one of us, if we stay with him. Indeed, the struggles and hardships we have gone so far to reach this very day, the top of the mountain, might not be compared with what is still to come. And still, as a faithful Christian, rise and have no fear. St. Teresa of Avila formulates it so strikingly. A man can bear all things provided he possesses Jesus Christ, dwelling with him as a friend and affectionate guide. Truly, Christ gives us help and strength. He never deserts us and is true and sincere in his friendships. And the Apostle Paul takes it one step further. He says, I can do all things in him who strengthens me. We can say that the days ahead of us are uncharted victory, are uncharted territory. Another election is staring us in the face and already on our doorsteps. But with the Christian faith just expressed, can we not make our own these words of the Lord? I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you. Indeed, rise and have no fear. Take your share of suffering for the gospel in the power of God, who saved us by raising his beloved from the dead. And so, united with Jesus Christ, we too will arise, and with us this whole nation.